What were you saying?
Oh man.
What video were you watching?
Day one of trying to make it. Vlog happening right now.
Years ago, someone asked me, why do you want to be a musician? It's like, because I'm passionate about writing, I love singing, I love playing the piano. Like, no, why does it matter? Kept asking me the why question deeper and deeper, and then I just fell into tears, and it's the weirdest thing, but I realized that I was so lonely for so much of my childhood and so many of my teenage years, and I just felt so isolated, and I would isolate in my music, and I'd write these deep, a lot of like somber, alone songs. But when I realized that one of my deepest whys feels so fucking cheesy, but if I go into a room and there's a bunch of people there, maybe I might be more shy and I might not engage people, but if I can share my heart and I can put my humanness out there, and then I have something I can give, and then there's something that can be received, and versus like, who's that pretty girl in the corner that doesn't want to talk to people? It has been like that, but if I know how to share myself and like how deep I really am, and then people can feel that depth, and then they can feel the connection inside themselves, then I have like people will wanna, it's so nerdy, but they'll like have something to talk about to me, and there's connection, and next thing you know, I might share a bunch of songs, and after a show, people come up and they're like, oh my God, that touched me so much, I was crying. And then I have a reason to connect with people. Otherwise, I don't know how to connect with people. This is so ridiculous. So I realized that like one of my biggest dreams is to have thousands of people sing with me around a song that matters not just to me, but to them. And it's like the most heartfelt connective tissue, my version of community with music, and a way to like create the most wholesome way of connecting that without music, I wouldn't know how to do that. But that's like the dream is, it's not just about me being famous. It's about me being able to sing with thousands of people and feeling that unity. And call me spiritual, but there's something really beautiful when you can sing music with people, especially when it's heart-centered. Especially if you wrote it, and especially maybe if it has a message that also is healing or has some level of expansion or upliftment. Like there's no greater purpose I could probably serve is in that connective tissue. And it feels so nerdy because it's not about money or fame, even though I would love for my music to be well known. I would love to be able to finally make money from music, but I've just invested tens of thousands of dollars to do it well. But that's just the residual outcome of making positive impact and creating connective tissue. Super nerdy, I know. That's the truth.
Day one. Again. Watch her rise. Making a message in control.
Day one, I'm actually a total spiritual nerd at heart. Day one. I just look cute.
You were watching what video?
Oh man, there was this like, this video that popped up on Facebook of me 10 years ago, looked the same for the most part, sitting on a piano with like maybe 5 people listening, candles, trying to make a vibe, and just like singing my heart out, but it's like, it's still me. But I just almost felt like sad for the versions of me that have just like given so much to performing whenever I could, inviting myself, oh, would you like me to share? And just that I'm still playing at small shows, and I've done a few big ones, but just looking at that, being like, have I accomplished much? Am I ever gonna get to a place where I feel really proud of the amount of effort? I've just put so many tears and elbow grease, like blood, sweat, and tears into being an amazing performer, and seeing that, I'm like, what's changed? Obviously, I kept working and kept performing, but I just was like, won't ever get to a place well, get to the stage or have the exterior, you know, markers that make me feel successful, but I was just like, wow, like still doing the same thing, but different, improved. But I want a different result. I want to feel like, wow, I'm so proud. I'm able to really connect to a lot of people around the world. Versus just like the audience, it was like 5 people, you know, but I'm still singing my heart out like it's 100,000.
What did you feel though when you watched it? Because you were starting to feel something, and I think you kind of stopped feeling it when the camera came out. What did you actually feel?
I think 2 things. I was like proud of myself for saying yes to opportunities, even when they're not paid, even when it's not a big audience, that I can just like create connection and share my heart, and hearts are shared back. But I kind of just, it's hyperbolic, but I almost felt sorry for myself. Like, wow, Heart, you're still doing shows where sometimes you're barely paid, or you just do nothing when you don't expect to be paid. And the part of my my dream of being able to show up on stage and feeling like people meet me there and we're able to sing together and my music matters, the way I'm showing up matters, versus occasionally still feels like a lot of people don't know who I am as a musician, and I just want to do better. I want to like make that version of me that has like since I was 12 just done so much and invested so much money, time, heart, energy at the service of whatever this thing that propels me to be a musician and share my heart. Fuck. Like I'm like, be really proud and send it back to like all of the versions of me that just hustled and gave without a specific return on investment, other than the dream that in the future I'll not only be an excellent professional musician, but I'll be able to share my music and it will be well received, and I'll have like a community of people, versus sometimes singing and does anyone care? Does that even matter? I hope I said that right.
I guess I felt sad that like
I haven't been able to give myself the dream sooner. I thought I would have made it happen sooner.
I kind of like stopped beating myself up every year. But for whatever reason, I was born with this dream that's not just about being a professional, famous musician. It's about creating connection and like being a real human through music and being able to sing with people. But I just feel like so much of my journey I've been so alone and wanting it to matter, wanting to understand why is it so important that I make my music here so blossomed and big and beautiful, when for so long it hasn't been that. And it makes me seem like a joke, even though like I am a professional. And I think one day I will be so fucking proud of myself when I can sing and thousands of people can sing along because they know the song and it impacted them in a positive way. Because it's really not just about my music making me money, my music making me famous. So hell, my music can move people and support in any way to create connection. Yeah.
And so I'm saying one day feeling proud of myself. This is day 1, feeling proud of myself.
Day 1,
Making my music dream come true.
making my music dream come true.
What were you saying?
Fucking A, man.
Day 1 again.
Not a pretty moment. No, I just...
It's real though.
I don't-
Fuck it, it's real.
It is. No, I feel...
Fuck it, it's real.
I feel like hiding. I know, I feel like hiding because I don't know. It feels weird that I would feel embarrassed to actually share that my why is about connection and like singing together, because that's so kumbaya of me. But it's like because of remembering how much time I spent like so lonely and feeling so isolated and so not connected to people, even though like from the outside it probably looked like I was, that like my why is about connection. Well, no, yeah, I want the song to like drop, people be like stoked and like all the things, but it's the connection thing is like underneath the layers. There's like different core reasons why we do things, and that's why I'll sign up to do a festival for free, is actually because it's the memory and the feeling of being able to hug people and connect and like have special moments is something that I really value, because I remember what it's like to go years and years without not really having as much of that, except for when music, I'd be able to share music and they can relate to it, and it created some connection, because maybe I'm not as relatable without having real raw human moments that can share and sing about it, and it gives people a reason to feel me. Is one of the things that's like one of the negatives to being a beautiful woman. Now I work to be beautiful, but it's that sometimes I've noticed that beautiful women get invalidated for being deep, like deep, soulful, heartfelt. There's like something, and sometimes when I show up or I'm singing, I've actually had people think that I didn't know what I was doing because I'm a pretty girl. And I know that there are going to be judgments on any skin type, any archetype, any type of age. And like one of the archetypes that sometimes I've fallen in the pit of is like, how deep could you be being a pretty blonde girl with blue eyes? And I'm so much deeper, and the music is the one place that I think I can go so deep into my emotions, into the real authentic truth of how much I have gone through and how much pain I have felt, that I am a real human. And just because I'm a pretty girl doesn't mean I don't have fucking deep, heartfelt feelings or want to do profound things for the world. And I want to break the paradigm that beautiful blonde girls aren't deep or are synthetic or whatever that Barbie shit is that sometimes I feel like I've fallen in the category of, and I want to break the matrix around that stupid story. Everyone can be deep. You can be ugly and deep. You can be beautiful and deep. Nothing should stop you from being able to be authentic and deep. Yeah. I feel like I said too much. I said too much.
Still day one. Trying to make his head was it come true.
Day one. Maybe embarrassed. Am I saying too much?
Okay. Still day one. 5 hours.
Most of the world doesn't know this side of me.
It was
I don't know how to share it in a way that I feel like makes sense. But I do my best to share little captions, but the more raw, authentic way that I live and exist hasn't always, like, I haven't known how to bridge the gap between me as the persona and me as a deep human that has been through so much in my life. That can relate to so many people. So, day one. A little bit embarrassed. Feeling a little shy. Still talking.
Comment if you would like any of this.
Surprise for me seeing her day 2.